Blessings. Happy resurrection to you all. I hope you all have been staying one in the Lord, resting in Him, working on your self to God journeys. Keep on transforming. It's not easy, but God is revealing some things. This message is for many people who have been in a standstill mode with whatever situation you have going on in your life. God might have placed you in a point where you can't do too much. You're in transformation mode. He's preparing things for you behind the scenes that can come in. You looking for a job, you're not understanding why the job isn't coming in the right time. This could be a relationship, you're not understanding why things is not coming together. And it could be any paperwork that you done filed. It just don't matter. You know your situations, right, that you're in, and you're not understanding why. Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going to understand the whole process very soon. And I want you to know you're at the very end. You're at the end of the whole process. I want you to go read Genesis 8. This links a lot to Noah, when Noah was on the ark. And the ark had came to a stop. And Noah couldn't come out of the ark for a while. He couldn't, just because the ark had stopped. Everything had simmered down and came to a stop. He couldn't just jump out right away. No, you have to give things time. And you may feel that shaking in you that, I feel like it's time for me to go. I feel like it's time for me to do whatever that thing is. It's time for things to come together. You are right. The feeling and the track that you are on, you are right. But the thing is, you cannot lean on to your understanding. You see, Yahweh is trying to teach many of us to rely on His timing and trust His direction. Everything is in preparation mode. There was a whole process to this ark the same way. The heavens and the earth had to connect so the water can stop. The heavens had to stop, which allowed the water to stop flowing on the heavens. Now, same thing with you. You have to trust the Lord that everything that's happening that He's doing for you, He is working that situation out for you. So you must be able to trust His timing. Trust His timing. Because just because you know it's time to go, that don't mean it's time for you to just take off. Yes, it's great for people to take matters and be intentional, but let me tell you something. This is a time we must learn to put God first. Be intentional about the Most High, because things don't work out for you. It's not going to work out. This is a very different time. You must trust on the Lord and His timing. He knows why. Because if you get something prematurely, you're not ready. He is cooking. He's doing more things within you. There's more transformation. He's lining things up behind the scenes. You see, Noah was taking matters into his own hands by sending out the raven, sending out the dove. And each time, even though it rested, the ark had stopped. Even though he sent it out, he just want to know for himself. You know how we want to know. We want to be able to go out there and push to do what we need to do. But what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, he got his signals and he got to understand it. Because I imagine being on the ark for so long. So imagine being in your spots where you are for so long and you're itching to get out and do what you want to do, right? You want to get out. You want to go face to do, do whatever it is. You want to get that job. You want the relationship to come together. You want, whatever it is, that paperwork, whatever it is that you have going on. You want everything to come together, but it's all in God's timing. This is why He says, lean not unto your own understanding. It is Him. It is a process. It is things happening behind the scenes. And pay attention every time Noah sent out, after he sent out the raven, then he sent the dove. He had to stay 7 days again. He sent the dove again. The dove came back with a little proof. Okay, it's almost there, with an olive leaf. And another time he sent out the dove never returned. So he knew it was time. But the whole point is, don't lean on to your own understanding. You must wait on God's timing, and you can attempt to try, like Noah did. Attempt to try. And take matters into your own hands. and check to see if it's time. But it takes the voice of God to tell Noah, go forth of the ark. So can you imagine how Noah felt being in there? But Noah knew, even though he was sending the bird, he was still trying to get his own confirmation. But he knew not to jump the gun and go out there before time. And it's a good thing he didn't, because it took God's voice to tell him, now it's time. So this is for many of you who are in situations. Wait on the voice of the Lord. You are at the end of that situation. Whatever it is that you're expecting to come through for you, for things to come together for you, it is about to come together. This meant they stayed on, what was that? It was something about that stood out to me. I wanted to share with you all on this. Okay, this is the piece. This is what I wanted to let you guys know. The earth and all the waters, it took about at least 150 days. 150 days at 5 months, right? 5 months. God is giving grace, right? And if you add 150, that's 6. He's dealing with man. So this was a cleansing. Everything that you're going through, God is working on you. Trust the process is all I'm trying to say. Trust the process. Yes, it took 5 months for all the waters, 150 days, right, to be removed. But there's also a process in place behind that. You can't just jump out on your situations. Trust the process in what Yah is doing in your life. So, with that being said, I hope this message helps somebody, that you're right at the end of the road and you're about to step forth. He's about to open up the door. There's about to be a new beginning, a new breakthrough for you in whatever area that you've been sitting waiting, and it hasn't come about yet. Trust the process. Stay on your self to God journey and keep fighting through this process. Have a wonderful and blessed day.